Hey guys, so today we're doing kind of this rescue. Abraham's being the awesomeness of rescuing his nephew. So Sodom and Sodom and Gomorrah is a city that Lot lived right next to it, and these four kings come up and they attack the city and they take all their food. All the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and their food. They also carried away all of the people and carried away Abraham's nephew Lot and his possessions, since he lived near Sodom. So when Abraham heard that his relative had been taken captive, he came out and he had 318 guys that were trained, men born in his household that were trained to fight. Alright, so they go and they run during the night, and Abraham divided his men to attack these four kings. They routed them, pursued them as far as such and such a hard name, and he recovered all of the goods that they had taken, and he brought back his relative Lot and his possessions together with the women and the other people. So everybody that got taken away from Sodom got brought back. So he rescued like the whole town of Sodom. Alright, after Abraham returned from defeating these kings, he went to the king of Sodom and came out to meet him. And then Abraham gave him back all of his stuff. And the king said, "Oh, just give me the people and you can keep all their stuff." But Abraham insisted, said, "Nope, I'm not going to do it. I don't want for anybody to ever say that the king of Sodom made me rich. I want it to all be God. God's the one that made me rich. So all I want is, I just want my nephew back and his people." So he said, "I will accept nothing that belongs to you, not even a thread or a thong of a sandal, so that you will never be able to say, 'I made Abraham rich.' I will accept nothing but my men, what they've eaten on the way, and the share that belongs to them and my nephew and his family." So then God came once again to Abraham. So he's 75, he's had 2 promises now, he's built 2 altars. And he comes again to him and he says, "Do not be afraid, Abram." It's not Abraham yet. "Abram, I am your shield, I am your very great reward." But Abraham said to the Lord, "O sovereign Lord, what can you give me since I remain childless? And the only guy that's going to inherit all this stuff you're giving me is going to be one of my servants. You have given me no children, so the servant in my household is going to be my heir." Then the word of the Lord came to him, This man will not be your heir, but a son coming from your own body will be your heir." And then he took him outside and he said, "Look at the heavens, count the stars." So I want you guys just imagine Abram going outside, and on the most clearest night possible, however many stars he saw, just thousands and thousands, he says, "If indeed you can count them, so shall your offspring be." Now Abram, he was getting old. This promise was old. He still didn't have any kids. So what do you think he did? He's going to say, I don't believe you. You're not doing it." What do you think he did? Abraham believed the Lord, and God credited to him as righteousness. He just had faith in the Lord. And we, in the same way, whenever we have a bad day or a tough time or a catastrophe, if we can just believe in the Lord and trust in the Lord, God will count that to us as righteousness. That's what life is all about, is trust in the Lord is going to do good things. Even he's going all right. So then Abraham finally said, "Okay, how can I know that this is going to happen?" So God said, "Bring me a heifer, a goat, a ram, each 3 years old." And Abraham brought them. He cut them in two, arranging the halves opposite each side. As the sun was setting, Abraham fell into a deep sleep. A thick and dreadful darkness came over him. God showed him what was going to happen, that all his kids are going to be in slavery for 400 years. That's Egypt, when the Israelites were in Egypt. And then when the sun set, a smoking fire pot with a blazing torch appeared and passed between the pieces. On the day the Lord made the covenant with Abraham, to his descendants, he said, I will give you this land. Once again, he made the promise. And what the sign was is that Abraham cut the animals in half, but God sent a flaming torch to burn them all. So he saw a torch. It was the real deal, not special effects or computer graphics. Alright? So, still promising he's going to get a baby. Do you think it's going to happen? We'll see.